Hey everyone, today I'm going to be going over this very important piece of equipment for your older Lexus. This is what is called a Soundlink 3. It's made by a company called VAIS Tech, and this is what the box, kind of like what the main box looks like. This is usually hidden, but I'll explain to you guys in a little bit why this is out and about. Anyways, this is a very important product if you have an older Lexus that doesn't come with integrated XM radio. It has other options, but I'll talk about those in just a little bit. So my Lexus is a 2003. I have a LX 470, and mine didn't come with XM radio integration or the option to have XM radio. So there's a company called VAIS Tech. As far as I'm concerned, the only company that has XM radio integration for your stock radios on your Lexus. They make a product called this right here. They see in front of you. It's called a Soundlink 3. What they basically do is you obviously still have to pay for your XM radio, but this product actually comes with the box you see in front of you, and it also comes with all of the cables that you need, and along with the XM radio tuner. That's the most important thing, because this pretty much acts as a bridge in between your radio and the XM radio tuner. The box that you see in front of you, this is the main box that connects everything here. Let me just kind of go into it here. This is going to be the cable that connects into your radio, and this is going to be the cable that connects into your XM radio. And what I highly recommend right off the bat, if you are not a person that's comfortable with doing a lot of car audio, I would recommend that you get this done by somebody else, because they do give you instructions, but if you're not comfortable with it, you're probably not gonna have a good time. You have to. So this is what the radio looks like on an 2003 LX 470. You have to remove these panels. Remove this part here. This is the touchscreen and the whole radio that comes here. You remove this whole part out, and then you pretty much you connect all of the cables into it. It tells you in the back there's actually just, it's not too bad once you take it out. There's some connections that you can that are left available, so it's not too hard. This little guy here, this cable that I showed you guys earlier, this is the one that goes directly into the radio, and then this is going to be the actual tuner itself. Oh, the tuner is there on the side here. So what's going to happen is that you're going to have to actually find a place to kind of tuck it away. If you look back here, when I showed you guys there earlier, there's actually not much space in there. I actually have it tucked away right in here on the right side near the door. And it just looks like a small little black box, and then that's gonna also have the connection for the actual XM antenna. That's gonna go all the way to the very back. So I put the actual camera right here. This is the actual antenna that it comes with. This is pretty much going to be very crucial. You want to keep it outside. I put some of this black tape here. You guys can make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing if you want. But this is the idea here. This is going to pretty much be what's going to connect your XM radio to the satellites that are above the XM satellite. So going back to this here. After you pull out the cable there, let me show you what it all looks like. So there's a feature that these radios have. Once you turn on your radio, just do that, and then you have when you go to turn on the audio. So what this actually is going to connect into is, let me go ahead and show you. So usually you have a CD player. You're going to have the AM, FM radio, and then FM2. And then this is the MD changer. MD changer is pretty much what this is going to connect into. And then this has the XM radio that's already hooked up into it. And you actually change your channels on the steering wheel as you go up. This actually right here, the way that it's represented, is actually 14. So you go back, so let's say here. So you pretty much start off with channel 3. And then 4, whichever ones they have, 5, 6, whichever, it depends on whichever plan you chose to get from XM with them. And then you kind of just go through that. A lot of these things here, I personally don't use them. I don't need to. The repeat option, I don't know what that is. I just leave it there. this is what you can use. You can also use these up and down things here to actually kind of move 10 channels at a time ish. So you notice if you it went from about 15 to 25, so it goes up 10 channels. And this is the product. This is pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, the only product out on the market for the older Lexuses that allows you to have XM radio. What's one important thing that is that when you do install these things, a lot of times you want to make sure that these cables are nicely connected. Sometimes this thing has issues. Another thing is that VAIS Tech has another great product where it's basically the same box, but the cables are different, so that way you can connect an iPod or actually or you can connect an auxiliary cable. Here's the thing, when I called them specifically, they said that in order to get that, you can't just buy just the cable. Even though the box is the same, you have to buy the whole thing brand new. So that's kind of downside to it. But if you guys have an older Lexus and you want XM radio or auxiliary or iPod integration, check out VAIS Tech. All right, thanks.